Okay, either keep your feet together or slightly apart as you wish. Again, interweave the fingers behind your back, rest them on the coccyx. Inhale and slightly raise the shoulders and roll them back. Exhale. So we're starting to lift up out of the pelvis, drawing in the core, drawing into your midline, the energetic line through the center of your body. And then lifting the heart. So as we go in again with the breath, we're going to lift the shoulders, and then as you exhale, start to lift the heart, extend the hands away from the back. Soften and get the breath into the body again. Lift the shoulders if you wish, and exhale, roll them back, open the chest, lift the heart. This time, we're going to inhale, put the weight into the right foot, and as you exhale, extend the hands away from your back and draw the left knee in towards the body. And as you inhale, bend slightly into the right leg and start to extend the right leg out behind you. And then with control, drop the right fingertips down to the floor. Use your strap if you need to again to hook the foot, or use your hand. Take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, push the top of the foot into your hand to extend the foot away from you. Really opening up through the back of the right leg, through the groin. Then slowly release the foot, extend the left foot out behind you, bend into the right knee, and slowly as you can, drop the left foot back with the toes pointing to the side, left side of the mat. And then when you're ready, inhale, lifting up to warrior two. So before you extend your arms, you can just check where you're at with your foundation. So you want the heel of your right foot roughly in line with the arch of your left foot. You want the right knee over the ankle, if possible, but if you're fairly new to standing postures, then you can be slightly higher up and not so deep in the posture. So feel where you're at, and then extend the arms, draw the belly in, close the lower ribs in, and breathe. So in warrior posture, we are standing again in our power, in our strength. And then in the next breath, drop the left hand back to the leg and stretch through the right side of the body, reaching back behind you. And then drop, come forwards as you drop the right forearm to the right thigh, and slowly reach up with the left arm, bringing the arm close to the ear. Gaze towards the fingertips, and then release. Bring the right hand down to the floor, just outside of the right foot, and transfer the weight into the right hand instead of the right foot. Because with your really strong foundation, you're going to pick up the right foot, extend it over to the left, and then with control, bring the left hand down, Twist on the toes of the left foot, come onto the outside edge of the left foot. Again, up into a side plank. And then if you want to, you can stay there or gently drop down into a little wild thing. Opening your heart to the sky. Slowly with control, bring the right hand back down to the mat. Extend the right arm behind, right leg behind you. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. So listen to your body. You can hear that I'm a little breathless. So you will be really using your breath, your body. And if you need to here, feel free to come down to a child's pose with extended arms. In fact, I recommend it because to keep the yoga therapeutic, I like to do some sighs with your exhale, which really releases all the stuff we don't want to hold on to or don't need to hold on to anymore. All the stuff that you're willing to let go of. So take a couple of nice deep breaths in through the nose. And as you exhale, sigh it out. So you're expelling the exhale through the mouth and really using it to let go. Use these moments wisely because they're a perfect moment to let go of any tension you're holding on to or any tension you've created through the practice. And it keeps the yoga therapeutic. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, look forwards to the front of your mat. And really slowly, outwardly rotate the shoulders and the arms. And you're going to gently lift the knees. Really feel every part of the process. Don't just rush to get into a downward facing dog. And then glide into your downward facing dog. Drop the head. Push through the earth with your hands. Lengthen the spine. And then inhale, you're going to look forward, come high on the toes. And we're going to jump into Balasana. So bend deep through the knees. And then as you inhale, jump forwards. And come straight into your yogi squat. So we're just going to open up through the hips a little bit here. Place the back of the right arm inside the knee or the right thigh. And just very gently, keeping your feet down to the floor, you're going to open up the left hip just by pushing on the inside of the left knee. If your heels aren't down in your squat, roll up the back of the mat and place that underneath your heels, which just gives you a bit more support than just trying to balance on your toes. So inhale, release the knee to be relaxed, and exhale, gently push it away, opening through the hips. Again, listen to your body and make sure you're not hurting or causing any pain. The more that you listen to your body, the more that you will listen to you. So your intuition, what's right for you, your truth. So part of the work we do, just swap over here at this point, in back of the left arm inside the left thigh or knee, and just with the breath open into the right hip. So part of the work that we're doing here is we are deeply connecting with ourself and our body, so that that can then vibrate and emanate out into our daily life off the mat. And start being the person who we really are, with confidence and no feelings of guilt or like we don't deserve to be who we really are and following our own path. Okay, just release that. And just, if you can, bring your elbows inside the thighs, bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Take the shoulders back and down and try to lengthen through the spine and the back of the neck. We're just going to slow the practice down a little bit now. Keep the breath nice and steady. Stay with the Ujjayi breath and don't let the breath become too shallow. And you're just going to very, very gently, with control, see if you can place your bottom down to the floor. And just take your feet out in front of you, slightly apart, so you make a kind of diamond shape with your legs, but don't have the feet together at this point. The knees are just flopped out to the side, and I want you to sit on top of your sitting bones, so you can pull your bum cheeks out from behind you if you wish, to help you get that lift and long spine. Put your hands on the front of your knees, and I want you to take a nice big inhale as you lift the heart and pull on the front of your knees to help lift the heart and bring the shoulders back. Fill the chest. And then as you exhale, bring the knees towards each other, round through the back, stretch through the back of the shoulders, draw the belly in and drop the head. Inhale, drop the knees out to the side, lift the heart. Exhale, knees towards each other, round through the back and empty the lungs. Inhale and exhale. This time as you inhale, I want you to draw your left foot in towards the inner thigh, the inner right thigh, and just maybe reposition yourself slightly. And I want you to face the left knee and extend the right leg out. So the right leg is active and the foot is flexed. I'm just going to do a stretch, a little stretching to the sides. I love stretching into the side body and the side chest. I think it's a really neglected area. So there's various ways you can do this. You can just place your right hand down to the floor. Inhale, turn the left side chest to the sky before you do anything. So it's like a process of movements. So first of all, hand down, open the left side chest, raise the arm and reach over to the right. So you can do this in various ways. You can stay here, you can place the hand on the head. You want to really open as much as possible. So take the left elbow back a little bit, not too far, not behind you, but make sure it's not falling forwards. Or you can extend the arm if that feels good. Or even you can grab, turn your hand to face downward, your fingers to face downward, grab the inside edge of the foot, and then with the left hand, grab the outside edge of the foot, and then coming into a full opening of the left side body. Try and make sure that, or aim towards, that both sitting bones are down to the floor, and you're looking up underneath the armpit. Stay here for 5 to 6 breaths, maybe even 10. Keep the shoulders down. Soften the jaw. And then when you're ready, inhale, come up. And just change your position slightly. So instead you're going to face the extended leg now. But keep the left foot where it is. We're going to do a nice forward fold to stretch into different areas of the body. Take a nice inhale. Raise the arms up to the sky. Square the hips. And you can bend the front leg if you wish. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Try to soften the shoulders, draw the belly in towards the spine, and use the core to extend. So rather than pulling on your foot to yank yourself forward, even maybe try not holding the foot. And either, maybe you're up here with your forward fold, it doesn't matter where you are, or place the hands flat, and then you know that you're not yanking on your foot to pull yourself forward. Lengthen the spine, the back of the neck. Two more breaths. Inhale, walk yourself back up. And then just place your fingertips behind you. You're just going to keep your left leg in the same position, but just shift it round so the knee is facing the front of the mat. And if you're able to, if you have the flexibility and openness in your hips, we're going to bring the knees to stack on top of each other. So you're going to feel a really great stretch in the outer hip. So if the posture is a little more challenging, keep the feet close in towards the body, or if you have a bit more openness in the hips, you can maybe extend the legs more so they are parallel with the front of your mat. Remember to keep the feet flexed to protect the knees. And also, even if this is too much for you in any of these postures, just straighten the bottom leg, just to take the pressure off. Okay, I'm going to inhale, raise the right arm to alongside the right ear, and the left hand, you're going to reverse so the palm of your hand is facing away from you, and take the hand up the back. Here you can use your strap if you need to, so you can hold it in the right hand, and then drop the right hand down the back of the head and the neck, and then grab the strap. So you want your elbows pulling in opposite directions basically. So your left elbow is pulling down, your right elbow up to really open through the chest and the armpits. Opening through the shoulders. Or if you're able to, you can grab the fingers, hook the fingers. And try to keep your lower ribs and core active. So the lower ribs are pulling in. Breathe nice and deeply. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one last breath. And then slowly release the hands. And just either using your balance or using your fingertips to help you, take your legs out in front of you. Extend the left leg, bring the right foot inside the thigh, and turn to face. I'm just going to switch around here so you can see what I'm doing, but you stay where you are. Turn to face the right knee. So extend the left leg directly out to 90 degrees from the body if you can. Flex the foot and again. So remember our process of going into this nice side stretch with alignment. So place down the left hand, open the right side chest to the sky. You might find one side is more open than the other, that's fine. My right side is a bit less open than my left. And then raise, as you inhale, raise the right arm overhead and extend over to the left. Place the hand on top of the head if you wish. Remember to open the elbow, or you can go into the full side opening. See if you can surrender and let go of something with your exhale. Keep the shoulders dropped. And then inhale, come up. And then we're going to twist to face the extended leg, so the left leg in this case. Make sure that your right knee is still coming out at 90 degrees from the body, and square your hips so you're totally directly over the front leg. Take a nice inhale, lengthen the arms, lengthen through the spine, draw the belly in, and then as you exhale, slowly come to wherever you find your forward fold extension. So remember, we want to bring the heart forwards. So on the mat, like we do in life, we want to lead with our heart. Extend the back of the neck. And if you can come further with your exhales, then do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands back up with your inhale. Remember to keep the right leg as it is, but just shift the leg round so the knee is facing the front of the mat. And then keeping your feet flexed, making sure you have the hip flexibility, so all the movement is coming from the hip as you stack the left knee on top of the right. Again, if this is too strong for you on your hips, then extend the lower leg out in front of you. Find your position here. Inhale, raise the left arm up by the ear. And again, you can use your strap if you have one, or scarf. And then rotate the shoulder so that you can take your palm of your right hand away from you, and then take the hand up the back. And then bend the left arm, and then grab the strap as you gently, gravitationally pull the elbows in opposite directions, lengthening through the torso, drawing in the lower ribs and the belly, lengthening through the spine, opening the chest and the shoulders. Fix your gaze on one point, very softly, and breathe. Five nice, steady, deep breaths. You can even walk your hand up the strap, the more openness you feel. 2, and 1. Slowly release the arms, and I'll just switch back round to place the front of the mat, and then release your legs. Place them back in a diamond, but slightly closer into the groin this time, but still not right next to it. You're going to take a nice inhale, and I want you to exhale. This is more of a yin posture here, butterfly pose. So you're just going to let your spine curl over, and you can either loosely clasp your fingers around your toes, but we're just going to soften into this. So in yin postures, we don't push the body or exert strength or exert into the posture at all. You actually just surrender to it, because we're working on different levels and different parts of the body than we are working more on connective tissue rather than on the muscles. So just slump down, and if you've not done yin yoga before, I know it feels strange to not be extending and lengthening and everything, but just go with it. Normally with a yin posture you would stay in it for 1 to 4 minutes, but this isn't a yin class, so inhale, come up, keep your legs bent, extend your palms out in front of you, lengthen through the spine, draw the belly and the lower ribs in, and then slowly curl your coccyx under to roll your spine 1 vertebra at a time down to the floor. Move as slowly as you can, keep breathing. Stop halfway, take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, keep rolling back down. Go as slow as you can, even through the difficult bits. And then release yourself to the floor. Bring the heels in towards your bum so that you can touch the heels with your fingers, with your hands. I'm just going to do some gentle opening into the back, the chest, some little gentle bridge poses. So I want you to inhale, and we're going to really learn to work on this movement as it should be done. So as you start to inhale, just roll your coccyx under. So you're just lifting the pubis. Then you start to activate your thighs, keep the knees parallel, thighs parallel, and start to lift with your inhale. Slowly lift the vertebra 1 by 1 off the floor. Keep going and push the pelvis up towards the sky. You may need to walk your shoulders underneath you a little bit and extend the hands out to the sides. So you're going to really activate your thighs and your glutes here. Keep your feet firmly facing forwards and feet parallel. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly roll the spine, unroll it down to the floor. Find the ending with your very lower back, your coccyx, down to the floor. Let's do that again. Take a breath. Exhale, sigh out. Back bends have a very different energy and feel to them, so just really go slow and feel into the whole process. So inhale, slightly tap the coccyx, lifting the pubis, Activate the thighs, draw the knees towards each other so they're parallel. Keep lifting the pelvis throughout your inhale. When you reach the top, maybe you want to roll the shoulders under a little bit. Glutes, bum is active. Take a couple of breaths. And on your next exhale, start to slowly roll back down to the floor, to the earth. And recognizing that the earth is able to completely support you, so you can surrender to it. Okay, lift your feet off the floor and you're going to cross your left leg over your right. Take a nice big inhale, extend your arms right out to the sides at 90 degrees, and with your core, using your core and control, take the legs and the knees over to the right side. Oops, my cushions are in the way a bit. So you'll feel the back of the hips and the lower back completely come off the floor. So there's this beautiful twist happening along the spine. Lift up the right shoulder, walk it over a little bit to the right, shift it over to the right, and then maybe that allows your back of your shoulders to spread on the floor. And then, if it feels okay, gently gaze over to the left. Relax the shoulders. And at the same time as you're twisting, imagine that you're creating length and space through every vertebra in your spine. As you feel the left shoulder and the left hip are naturally drawing and surrendering, releasing away from each other. Stay here for as long as you like, actually, 5 to 10 breaths. Really being able to bring the breath into the left side chest. Aerating the lungs. Carry legs back up to center. Make sure that hips and spine are aligned, nice long line. Uncross the legs and cross them the opposite way. So right leg over the left, and then slowly lower the legs down to the left side. Lift the left shoulder and shift it over to the left more, so that you should find your shoulders and hips more or less in a line. And then, maybe if it feels okay, just slightly gently gaze over to the right. Again, feel that gravitational pull that's allowing your right hip and right shoulder to draw away from each other as you surrender more with each exhale, and feel the length through the spine as it gently twists, wringing out the spine and the muscles around it. Take 5 breaths, and on the last breath, inhale, back up to center, uncross the legs, and gently take the fronts of the knees and draw the knees into the chest. You can rock on your lower back if you wish, and you can experiment with taking the knees further away and closer into the chest. And then take your arms out to the side where they naturally fall. Release your feet to the floor and glide them both at the same time. My mat's a bit sticky, so they don't glide very well. And then extend them to the end of your mat. And rigidify, rigidify, is that a word? Your legs, so that you're activating all the muscles. Flex the feet, make them super, 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 super strong. And then to release, let the muscles go, let the activation go, and let your feet flop out to the side. On your inhale, keep your shoulder blades on the floor, but lift the center of your chest and your back. Lift the chest, open the heart to the sky, and then as you exhale, melt the back of the heart to the floor. Close your eyes and come to Shavasana or rest pose. Now, Shavasana has always been traditionally lying on your back, but actually, depending on your health and your body, you might need to find a different position that is more comfortable for you, more suitable. So you can lie on your side, you can come into a supported child's pose if you wish, or you can even sit in a chair or sit cross-legged. So find a position that works for you, but ideally we want to work with lying flat on the floor and completely let go. So I want you to be aware of exactly how your body feels right now, a gentle awareness of any sensation, of any overall feeling. Again, no labelling or judgment. Just accept everything that is. Maybe you feel tingling in your feet and your hands, your legs. Wherever you feel that tingling sensation, just see if you can spread that tingling energy, that tingling, warm sensation throughout the rest of your body. And let it draw you back inside to your deep well of calm. Of just being. And being right here in the present moment. And just wallow and snuggle into these feelings and sensations and this open space that you have created for 5 to 10 minutes, 20 minutes if you can spare the time. And then when you finish, I want you to slowly open your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and then continue very slowly and softly with your day.